I'm Leonard Riggs, and this is my podcast From My Head to Your Ears, and it is 12:17 a.m., officially 2025, officially New Year's Day. I just watched Xanadu, and I ring out the New Year. I've been ringing out the New Year with the song Xanadu right at midnight. I tried to time the ending, and then then I picked someone to sing Old Lang Syne after. It's just, I'm so weird. But if you know me, you know that already. I do these little things that become traditions with me. Anyway, I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to talk about the past year and what I expect for this year, the new year, 2025. I'll be right back. I'm Leonard Riggs. This is my podcast, From My Head to Your Ears. I'm Leonard Riggs, and this is my podcast, From My Head to Your Ears. I'm very, very tired. I got to get up in just a few hours. I'm sitting here with Kira on my shoulder, and I'm holding Libby, and Nacho's on my knee. So they're my audience tonight. Just rang in the new year. What a year 2024 was. I was listening to my podcast I made exactly a year ago, and I was correct on just about everything. I knew this year would be the year I'd lose my mom, or 2024 anyway. And I didn't really know I was going to lose my sister Loretta as well. I just can't get over how terrible and stressful this year has been. Both my brother-in-laws are having health issues as well. I was struggling financially most of the year, and anyway, I made it through, and I've got to go on. I got to just keep going. So I was trying to think of the highlights of this last year, and my highlights again came in December. A couple of friends of mine, Mike and Stephanie, picked me up, and we went out to eat on the Friday before my birthday, or the week before my birthday. Anyway, we had a good time. We went to nearby DuQuoin, Illinois, where the fairgrounds have a light show, and they have the expo. We ate at a nice restaurant in DuQuoin called Alonji's, and we had a good time. And then I went on the 14th, I went to the next day, actually, went to a party. We had intended to go Christmas caroling. I mentioned last year in my podcast that the carolers came and sang to Mom, and she sang along. Well, I told them when my mom passed, I would join them Christmas caroling, but we didn't get to go Christmas caroling because it started raining. But we had a party, and I had a nice discussion with the minister about how I'm feeling about losing my mom, and he had gone through a similar situation. He lost his mom as well, and he took care of her. He lost his brother as well, and it was just nice to talk to somebody who had gone through the same thing you had, and he really kind of counseled me a little bit, and it made me feel better. But that was most definitely the highlight. Plus, so many people reached out to me and was very kind to me, and I was smothered with gifts this month. And I have great friends in my family. I love my family, and unfortunately ended up having to go to a graveside service of my former neighbor and my cousin's father-in-law the day after Christmas. So this year just kept on giving. But like I said, I made it through, and here I am standing on the other side and got another year ahead of us. And who knows where it's going to go? It's anybody's guess. I have no predictions. To me, this year is just going to be a mystery. I'm going to take a break, and I'll come back, and I'll talk more about what I think about 2025. I'm Leonard Riggs. This is my podcast From My Head to Your Ears. I'm Leonard Riggs, and this is my podcast From My Head to Your Ears, and it is 12:27 a.m., and I need to get to bed. So I'm going to make this a very short podcast. I just kind of wanted to go over 2024, and I'm going to just say a few things about 2025. Of course, Donald Trump will be sworn in as our president again on January 20th. I hope that will go without incident. Not everybody's happy about him getting elected, and a lot of people are happy about him getting elected. There's a great division amongst the way people feel, and I hope things will go peacefully, and I hope the people that did not vote for him will chill and just see what happens. And I hope the people that did vote for him are not disappointed. So, next 4 years, we will see where things go. And that's really all I have to say about that. Usually, when I think of a new year, I mean, there might usually is something I have to look forward to, whether it be, something in my life or a movie or music or something, but I really have nothing. So 2025 right now, as I'm speaking, seems like a total mystery to me. A lot of the really bad things that I was worried about happened last year, and I just dealt with them, and now I feel like, excuse me, I feel like I'm just going to keep moving forward and see where life takes me this year. It'll be interesting to do next year's podcast, and after I've lived the year out, and to see what is going to happen. If that makes any sense. Am I making any sense? I'm very tired. But, give my Livy a kiss. I just, I really, really hope that good things are ahead. I do have some plans to fix up my house. That'll be kind of exciting now that I think of it. I also am going to finally get a tombstone on my parents' grave, and I kind of have an idea what I want that to be like, and that'll be a wonderful thing to accomplish. Work-wise, a lot of changes coming up this year. I don't know how things are going to go there either, so I'm not going to dive in and say I hate this or I love it. I'm just, again, going to just move forward and take it as it goes. That's about the best thing you can do. So anyway, Happy New Year. Like I said, this is going to be a very short podcast, and I'm very, very tired. So I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to wrap things up. I'll be right back. I'm Leonard Riggs. This is my podcast From My Head to Your Ears. I'm Leonard Briggs, and this is my podcast From My Head to Your Ears. I've been talking about the new year, the old year, and everything in between. I hope my podcast will continue to grow, and I'm still searching for ways to make it better. I don't like the sound on this new app I'm using, so I apologize. To me, it sounds like I'm calling in on a cheap phone. I'm not happy with the sound. I loved Spotify's app when they were still allowing you to produce podcasts on their site. I have to go to a Riverside FM, and to me, it doesn't have any editing tools where you can add the music and all that production tools like they used to have on Spotify for podcasters, and it's so annoying because I like to make my podcasts sound, pretty professional. I hate when I say that. It's like, I did it again. Oh, I think it's time to go to bed, but I know it is. But I want to make my podcast better, and I would love to get a place to actually podcast instead of sitting in here on my living room. And I take some notes and research what I'm going to say. So I'm going to try to make my podcast better, and I'm going to try to grow a little bit with it. Like I said, I enjoy doing it immensely, and I'm always glad when people listen. Thank you to those who continue to listen. So I'm going to wrap this up now because I got to go to bed. I'm just about ready to fall asleep right where I'm recording this on the couch. So, you guys take care. Happy New Year. And let's hope we all have a great year coming up. It would be so nice to have a great year. Like an, undeniable great year. But we can only hope, I guess. So, you guys take care. I'm Leonard Briggs. This is my podcast From My Head to Your Ears. Thank you for listening.